So this is a model of the F-4D, which we flew in Vietnam. It was a two-seat jet fighter, pilot in the front, and I was a weapons systems officer in the back. It was configured with either bombs and or missiles. The F-4 flew any combination of missions, which was air-to-air, which would be missiles against other aircraft, or air-to-ground, which was a bombing mission. Or in the case of us, we were flying as forward air controllers, where this armament would be replaced by smoke bombs, and our job was to go out, find targets of opportunity, mark them with smoke bombs, call in the guys with the heavy bomb loads, have them attack that area, and we would go out and find other targets. It was a great aircraft because it had a two-seater. It meant you had four eyes looking around as opposed to some of the earlier aircraft, like the F-105 that was a single seat. And there's a lot to do between air-to-air communications with the rest of your wingmen, air-to-ground, cockpit to cockpit, not to mention navigating and bombing and having your eyes outside the cockpit, handling all the communications inside, all the armament. So having two guys in there was really an important mission, at least I always felt it was. But a really good workhorse in Vietnam, and it was a great airplane to fly in. Now, we were trained as weapons systems officers, but because of the missions there, a lot of times, once you took off, a lot of times the pilot would just give the guy in the back seat some flying time. And as it turned out, you get to fly in formation, which was good. And because right back in here was the air refueling slot, and you could actually see the boom a lot better from the back seat than the front seat. So it was actually a little bit easier to refuel from the back seat. But it was for a radar, for a guy like me, it was really a great airplane. It couldn't outmaneuver, but we just outflew everybody else because we had such superior training. We were hit by a surface-to-air missile, but we really weren't hit by it. It just came out. What they are is they're heat seekers. So it would come by, and when it got within a certain proximity, it would just explode. So think of a shotgun blast, and then the fragmentation generally was spread out over such a large area that it didn't have to be that exact. And in our case, it just went up and knocked out, which is it's designed to do, knocked out your engines. And once the engines go, the airplane doesn't fly anymore. So it wasn't that it exploded or that half of it fell apart. It's just that it knocked out the engines, and by design, that was all it cared about.